Hi everyone. Today we are going to learn about substitution. Before we start the lesson, make sure you have already downloaded and printed out notes from the notes section of this chapter. Okay, so let's get started. So our warm-up, I want you to graph the following lines on the same coordinate plane, y equals x plus 1, y equals 2x plus 1. Where do the lines intersect? I'll give you a few moments to graph that. Great. So if you graph line y equals x plus 1, that's your purple line. So remember that you're graphing the y-intercept at 1, and then your slope is 1 over 1, so up 1 over 1 to the right, up 1 over 1 to the right. For the second one, y equals 2x minus 1, your y-intercept is at negative 1, and your slope is 2 over 1, so you go up 2, 1, 2, 1, run 1 to the right. Okay? And so you notice that the point of intersection is right at 2, 3. Okay? So earlier in this class, we solved systems by using graphs of lines. However, the problem is that it doesn't always give you an exact answer. Today, we're going to learn another way to solve a system of linear equation, and this technique is called substitution. So on your notes, I want you to write, what does it mean to substitute when you're cooking? And what does it mean to substitute in sports? I'll give you a few moments to write that down. So in cooking, you might want to substitute margarine for butter or oil, or in sports, you might want to switch a team member out. So that's when we substitute. Algebra is similar in that we're able to relate two different variables and then replace one with another. So let's look at the steps. So we're going to look at this example. So you have the same problem that we had for the warm-up, y equals x plus 1 and y equals 2x minus 1. So from equation 1, your purple equation, we know that y has a value of x plus 1. In equation 2, because there's a y, we can replace that y. There's a y here and right here. We're going to replace the y with x plus 1. So here's y equals to x plus 1. Instead of having that y, we're replacing x plus 1 equals to 2x minus 1. And so after that, you have the same variable. So now we're going to solve for x. So x plus 1 is equal to 2x minus 1. You're going to minus x from both sides. You get 1 is equal to x minus 1. You got to isolate x by adding 1 to both sides. And you get x is equal to 2. So now we know we have the value of x, and so now we need to find value of y. So we pick one of the equations. You can choose either, but make sure that you use the original equation to find the other value of y. So I'm going to choose the first one. So y equals x plus 1, y equals 2 plus 1, because we're plugging in the value of x into the second equation. And so y equals 3. So similar to the warm-up that we did when we graphed it, we have 2, 3, but we know this time that this is an accurate value. Okay, let's do one more example. So now we have y equals 4x minus 8 and y equals 2x plus 10. So from this equation, again, from equation 1, we know that y has a value of 4x minus 8. And because there's a y here, we're going to plug it in to the second equation. So again, y equals 2x plus 10. Instead of having that y here, we're going to place the 4x minus 8 into that y. So 4x minus 8 is equal to 2x plus 10. And now we can solve for the value of x. So you're going to minus 2x from both sides. 2x minus 8 equals 10. Add 8 to both sides. And now we get 2x equals 18. Divide both sides by 2, and then you get 9. So now we have the value of x. Now we have to find the value of y. Again, choose one of the two equations to plug in x to find y. So again, I'm going to choose the first one. Y equals 4x minus 8. Instead of the x, I'm going to replace it with 9. So I'm going to solve it, and I get 28. So my value is 9, or my answer is 9, 28. And so So this would have been more challenging if we had to use a graph. So after we finish our notes, you are going to have practice problems to solve. But remember, if you have any additional questions, please post them on Schoology.